I want to share a story from the Bible that's pretty serious but also super important. It's about two people, Ananias and Sapphira, and what happened when they lied to the Holy Spirit. This story is in Acts 5 verses 1 to 11, and trust me, it's a big wake-up call for all of us. So let's dive right in. All right, here's what's going on. In the early church, believers were all about helping each other out. They would sell their land or property and give the money to the apostles to help anyone in need. It wasn't a rule. Nobody forced them. They gave because they wanted to. Now, Ananias and his wife Sapphira decided to sell some land too. But here's the thing. They didn't give all the money. They kept some for themselves, which wasn't the problem. The problem was they pretended to give it all. They wanted people to think they were being super generous while secretly holding back. So Ananias shows up first, without Sapphira. He hands over the money to Peter like, "Here's everything we got from selling the land." But Peter, filled with the Holy Spirit, immediately knows something's off. Peter looks at Ananias and says, "Why did you let Satan fill your heart? You didn't just lie to us, you lied to God." And boom, right there, Ananias drops dead. He didn't even get a chance to respond. The people around him freak out. I mean, wouldn't you? Some young men come, wrap him up, and bury him. A few hours later, Sapphira comes in, not knowing what just happened to her husband. Peter asks her, "Hey, was this the full amount you got from selling the land?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, that's it." Peter shakes his head and says, "Why did you agree to test the Spirit of the Lord? The men who buried your husband are at the door, and now they're going to carry you out too." And just like that, she drops dead too. The same people come in, carry her out, and bury her next to her husband. Now you might be thinking, whoa, that's intense. And it is. But this story isn't just about money or giving. It's about honesty and reverence for God. See, Ananias and Sapphira thought they could lie and get away with it. They didn't realize they weren't just lying to people. They were lying to God, and God takes that seriously. This story shows us that God knows our hearts. He sees everything, what we do, what we think, and why we do it. And when we try to deceive Him, it's not just a small mistake, it's a big deal. So what can we learn from this? First, be honest, especially with God. Don't try to fake your faith or pretend to be something you're not. God doesn't want perfection, He wants sincerity. Second, remember that the Holy Spirit isn't just some distant thing. He's a person, and He's with us. When we lie or act deceitfully, it's like we're lying right to His face. And finally, let this story remind us of God's holiness. He's loving and kind, but He's also righteous. Let's live with that in mind and strive to be real in our walk with Him. All right, friends, that's the story of Ananias and Sapphira. It's a tough one, but it's a powerful reminder to stay honest and take God seriously. Let me know what you think about this story in the comments, and don't forget to share this message with someone who might need it.